Mic unmuted. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. Let's go back to the chat window.
So are we live now or not?
Oh yeah. What's going on, everybody?
Hey y'all. How is everybody tonight? There's a lot of y'all.
Did y'all all come to watch me get scalped?
We might do that. So let's see
Don't
who all's
shave it.
in here.
Just trim it.
There's a lot of people in there. There's Patty. Hey, Patty. There is Mimsy's Gardening. Thank you for
Mimsy.
being here.
Yes, thank you.
Moderating for us.
Always there to save the day is Mimsy.
Yes. There's a lot of you in here. Making lemonade from lemons. Jenny, Rustic Traditions, Amanda, Heaven's Essentials, Dutch Off Grid, Even the Sparrow, The Red Shed. I think I repeat myself. Sweet Pea Farm. There's two family. Hey, y'all. How is everybody doing? We're excited to be live, aren't we?
Yeah.
Are you excited? Look excited.
We very seldom go live, as y'all all know, but we do stay pretty busy. So sometimes it's really hard to schedule a live and then be out there working in the middle of the cows and be like, got to stop this.
Yes, it's difficult. And it's kind of difficult to go live for us at 8 because by 8, not every night, but a lot of nights we're kind of like, that's our wind down time because then we go to bed at like 9.
I got to be in bed by 9.
We usually don't stop working till about 8 and then we wind down till 9. But Friday nights are usually a little different. So I don't know. We've tossed around maybe switching up our time a little bit. Don't know. We'll see. We might go live a little earlier on Fridays sometimes, but we'll post that if we decide to.
Do y'all know, is there, I'm sure there already is, but is there somebody that we all know that goes live at, what, 7?
I don't know.
Don't know when we do it.
Yeah. We'll need to look into that and then post it probably. So we have been gardening a lot.
Gardening. How many of y'all have already got your gardens in and this cold snap's coming?
Thankfully, we are not expecting a frost or freeze here. It's going to get down to like 40. Living Life Cleaner with Tabitha said she loves our channel. Well, thank you very much. Mimsy's is live at 7.
So we ain't doing that.
And you're Central Time, aren't you? I'm pretty sure you are because you're South. We're busy with cows, planting, kids. Yes.
Yep,
everything.
Yep. Actually, we keep the kids busy with all that too.
Yes, we do. So a lot of y'all, I guess, are expecting, some of you are expecting snow. Sweet Pea Farm, they're expecting for snow tomorrow.
Ooh, 31 tonight.
Yep. Margie got almost everything covered. Yeah, there's a lot of people that now are scrambling. I hate it. So Lane's birthday is next week, and actually we had a big cold spell the year he was born too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not unusual for us to have a really one last hurrah of winter in May.
And we thought that was it, the last big hurrah right before we planted.
Yeah.
And then we got busy planting, and now here comes another one.
Yeah.
Somebody said they love my bee vlogs. I know some of you do, and some of you don't.
Yeah, he gets a little like, I don't know if I should post these or not, because you who watch them are really faithful to watch them, but it's never something we get very good views on.
And that actually kind of hurts your channel when you start getting poor views on quite a few videos. So I've talked to her maybe about starting to post them on Saturdays or something. I don't know. But I really like to do them because y'all know I love getting into my bees. And
we don't really much think about it hurting our channel, honestly. We don't talk about that much. We just keep putting them up, but
freeze warnings.
We do look at like what gets good views and what doesn't, because we don't want to just bore y'all.
Thank you, Sweet Pea. That kind of flows out, don't it? Thank you, Sweet Pea.
She is a sweet pea. I Oh,
there's the Max.
and there's Jen at the
Ah,
Squisito tasting
you
room.
need to go get
Y'all
one of
should
them
go check her out. I'm going to get something.
I don't know. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear Pepper barking out there on the patio? The kids are outside playing around, and she thinks she needs to be with them. Yep, there's Jen. Bees are very important.
Okay, I'm back. And this is not alcohol. This is actually olive oil. I got these this week. Jen is in the chat. It's
And she was
Squisito.
at
She
the
was at the
shindig.
shindig, but she's in the chat right now. Squisito Tasting Room, I think is what her name was on here. And I know she ships because she shipped me this. So I think y'all can order from her. Jen, tell me if I'm lying here, but I think you can order from her and have it shipped to you. But it's all kinds of really good olive oils. This one is wild mushroom and sage infused olive oil, and I have several of them. I have lemon and basil. I've been using the Tuscan herb. I used it last night. Oh, they just add such a new depth of flavor to your food. I get really excited about stuff for cooking. I love to cook. I've always loved to cook.
Hey Jen, if you know how and can, if you wanted to put a link to your website or whatever, how people could order, go ahead and throw that up there in the chat.
Patty said she got some at the shindig last year and she loved it. I did too, and I just ran out. So I was really excited to get
We actually
some
got
more.
lucky. Her and her husband come by with their son, and we got some things out of the greenhouse and just piddling around here for a bit. And she's like, I'm going to send y'all a little bit of oil. Well, she didn't send a little bit.
It was exciting. Yes, if you have a link, please post it. I'm not seeing it, but maybe she'll do it here in just a second.
There's Mimsy did it for her channel.
Yeah, I don't. Is that her channel?
Mm-hmm.
That's her.
Pretty
okay,
sure.
Just making sure. I didn't know.
She said it a while ago.
Okay. I think it was the Max said, "How cold's it getting?" 40 degrees is what they're saying. Oh, Country Homestead Preacher said they are hand feeding baby rabbits. Whoa.
How many?
Have we done that? No. I was thinking in the back of my mind somewhere we've done it. We've done a
remember
lot of things. But
the little pigs, we've tried that a couple times.
Yeah. They don't ever make it for us. But we've done a lot of crazy things. We babysat somebody's raccoon, pet raccoon. And it climbed. It was a pet baby to them, but it climbed up in like a really tall tree out here and then started hissing at Ben when he tried to get it out.
I didn't like the thing.
Yeah. It didn't go so well.
Larry, have you seen my video on what all I recommend for new beekeepers? That'd be a good video if you're looking at getting into them and want to know what all equipment to buy. And then on the
Kathy
nukes,
from Minnesota.
On the nukes, it's usually you got to reserve them pretty far in advance, unless you get lucky.
All right, I'm gonna go back up a little.
Fake cat milk. What are you looking for?
Okay, 2 questions about hydroponics. What would you say is the easiest thing to grow, and what is your most productive?
The easiest thing to grow to me is lettuce.
Yes, and that's kind of what I wanted it for. I love salad, and we wanted to grow. I can preserve a lot of things.
Well, I say lettuce. I don't know that vining spinach. What's the name?
Malabar spinach.
Malabar.
Yeah, that's one of the first things we put in there.
Yeah.
And it's really taken off in popularity since then. But how did you do that? I wanted to go back up to where it was. Right there.
That's right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can preserve a lot of food that we grow in our garden by canning, fermenting, just
freezing,
like
whatever.
root cellar type storage and freezing. But salad and fresh greens and stuff was not something we could preserve. And so I wanted to grow all that stuff in the greenhouse. So that we've used it a lot for that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you'd say your most productive is.
Well, it would be the spinach or the lettuce, but I plant a lot of lettuce seed.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons I like it, I just like experimenting like that, but I really like the lemon tree.
Don't go all the way to the bottom, just a little. There you go. We've grown a lot of greens, a lot of bok choy. Can't remember what else. A lot of Mizuna, things like that. We've also grown tomato plants and things to give us things to put in salads, cucumbers, things like that.
I always have tomatoes in there in the winter. You're going to get behind on your comment.
That's okay. Fake cat milk and heavy cream. That's funny.
That's what they was feeding to the rabbits. Got a raccoon in my shed attic right now. Well, I have always, on new equipment, I've used Man Lake, but I got very, very fortunate one time. I was just scrolling through Craigslist and accidentally come upon a guy up close to Baker Creek that was completely selling out. He had brand new equipment, used equipment. We went up there and filled our 16-foot cattle trailer halfway full with all kinds of equipment, and got it at a really good price. And
that helped us out. But I'd say before YouTube, before we knew anything about any companies, you know, through being a YouTuber, just as a purchaser, Man Lake has always been the go-to.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do some research on the one up there in Russellville.
Yeah, we have a local one. Trying to think of their name.
Central Beekeeping Supply.
Yeah, so we'll let you know on that. But you've ordered a lot from Man Lake because if you order so much, it's free shipping and good quality stuff.
Anything over $100 was free shipping.
Because some of beekeeping stuff is just you get what you pay for.
You're getting your first egg layer chickens in June. What's your best what do you mean in your best recommendations?
For first timers.
On types of chickens?
That's going to be tough because that's dependent on each individual person.
You like your buffs a lot.
I like a variety though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't probably get just one kind. Get a bunch. Why not?
Was it Jen and them that was over here the other day? And went from 4 to 20 to.
Just get a lot. Just came in from covering the garden, Huffman Homestead. Oh.
Yeah, 30 degrees. Ooh.
Yeah, that's tough. Because you sometimes can't get it all covered, or you still don't know if you've done it good enough. Hello from the Eastern Shore of Maryland. I'm glad I finally made it to a live. Well, I am glad too.
Yep.
Gonna pick up our first Azure order in the morning. Oh, that's great. I need to make one. I don't make one every month because I don't like to mess with shopping, even online, very often. I just like to do it, have a bunch, and be done. But it's time. I need to. Oh, Margie's. Let's see, where'd it go?
She says she's growing the Malabar spinach.
Yes. I think you'll like it. It's good. Really good tasting. Davis Homestead said, is Premier fencing worth the cost? Well, I'm going to say that type of fencing is worth the cost. We have recently been getting our fencing from Gallagher.
Come here. What?
Sorry, Emily's talking in the background.
A ride?
Yeah.
On what?
On the four-wheeler.
In the dark?
It's not dark yet.
Be back before dark.
Okay.
We've recently been getting fencing from Gallagher, and just because their customer service is so amazing.
And their quality of product.
We also have Premier One fencing.
Yes, we do.
We also have some other things from Premier One, and the guy that we have talked to at Premier One is also been really helpful to us. So I don't know. I'm going to say both of those products are really good, and yes, I'm going to say they're worth the cost.
And we don't have one on Premier One, but we do have a discount code for Gallagher.
I'm not aware that Premier One has a discount code, to be honest.
Not that I've heard of.
Not that I've ever heard from any YouTubers. But you can get 10% off using VWFF10 for anything from Gallagher.
Let us rejoice. Yes, it was a good find.
I'm gonna grab my phone so I can look at comments
Okay.
because I don't want to be at the bottom.
Okay. Yes. Oh, we're so excited about the ground cover this year. So excited. The max, y'all use 10 fences there? All right, Jen, I see you say you have a YouTube channel, but you're not good at posting. If you'll go to an extra tab on your computer and bring up your website and highlight it, do a right click, and then try to paste it in the comments, see if that'll work. Or type it out. Patty, you ought to go over to Gallagher and just look at them, compare the two, because they are on the Premier one. We did not get the fences with the step-in post, but we did get that with the Gallagher, and I can tell you, any which way you go with whatever company you go, definitely do step in. It is, it's a lifesaver on putting them in.
Okay, one thing I would say is Gallagher, their new fencing, that what we were showing y'all on our videos, they sold out of pretty quickly because it was a hit. It was very popular. Not because we showed it, but just because they launched that, and it was just very popular. But they are still selling it, and if you go ahead and buy it, we've been told you will be like in line to get it. It's on its way.
Yeah, it's on the way.
It's on its way over across the ocean. So you will be in line to get yours first.
It comes from New Zealand.
Yeah.
No, Gallagher only does the poultry netting.
Right. The way I understand it, and I hope I'm telling this right, Gallagher used to get their web fencing from Premier. They were basically selling Premier's products.
Yep.
But Gallagher is like the leader in electric fencing as far as like big farm fencing and even farming small acreages, but on actual polywire and high tensile wire and stuff like that. Like they're the top dog. And so they started making their own out of lots of different mixed metals and things in their fencing. It's a really good quality product, their fencing that they're putting
the
out
turbo
now.
wire used in it, yeah. Like she said, it's not just the stainless metal. It does got, I remember if it's 2 or 3 strands of copper, and that just carries a whole lot more current, which current equals ouch.
Yeah. So, I've seen a couple people say, what does VW stand for? It is basically our last name and then Ben's grandpa's last name, because he worked his rear off his whole life buying land to leave to his family, which he had one daughter, which is my mother-in-law, Ben's mom, and then she had 2 sons. And so he left this farm to all of us. And so we wanted to honor him in naming, when we started naming this farm and our YouTube channel with him. And so obviously Ben's brother has the same last name, and he shares the heritage of the grandpa. So we just all kind of do this together. We're all still right here together. And while we're doing the homesteading thing, we can call on any member of the family to help us out at any time. So it's very much a family farm.
Hey, Mama tried. Do you know of Gallagher portable fencing for goats? They do not have the web fencing, electric fencing for goats. You can use the poultry netting for goats just fine. But one thing I was wanting to try, I just don't have the funds for it at the moment, is they have got a portable, I think it's a 4-strand what was the name of it? Jason over at Big Bear, he uses it. I can't think of it right now. I'm drawing a blank. But it's pretty much the same thing. It is a portable fence. There's 330 feet of it. I think there's 4 wires. Oh, it's smart fence. That's what it is. And it all reels up into one big bundle. It's got the way I understand it, it's got the ground stakes and everything in it. I really want to get it and try it, but right now funds are just low. We got hay season coming up.
Yes, we need a new hay mower.
And they're not giving them away right now.
So we're bargain shopping. But someone said, why don't they make it here? Gallagher was originally based out of New Zealand. We have viewers from New Zealand actually that has commented on our videos and said it's cool to see Gallagher on our channel, but they are a presence also here in the US as well now. So while I don't know where every one of their products is made, they are actually, I consider them also a US company. Don't you?
Well, they make their products in New Zealand, but they have a New Zealand website and they have a US website.
Right.
So
I don't know. Maybe they're transitioning towards that. That'd be something I'd have to ask. So, all right. I am going to start cutting your hair, and then we will get to the beard. So,
and there's not hardly anybody commenting about it right now.
We told y'all that we were going to do something to this beard tonight. I
tried to get her to let me go back to pork chops. It's hard to see. I can't do my camera like that.
First out of...
Just right there, big old pork chop.
I have to tell y'all this story. This was before YouTube, but it was a few years ago.
If you look on Facebook, you can find it.
You can dig through the arsenals of Facebook and find it. But I can't remember. He grew his beard out for some reason, then thank you, Huffman Homestead. It was time to trim it or shave it, and I didn't know he was even going to do this. He put out a Facebook poll of what to do with it.
I love him.
And told him he would do whatever it won. Well, what won was pork chops. And so he cut pork. He looked like Wolverine.
All I did was cut this off.
What is that, X-Men?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all he cut off. And he left this like long and fuzzy. Okay, that was bad enough. But then he went to work and called me the next day and asked me if I wanted to meet for lunch. So we met at a Chinese restaurant.
And she forgot.
And I forgot until I got there, and they just died laughing. They were over in the corner speaking Chinese to each other, laughing. They couldn't even look him in the eye. Oh, thank you. 2 fries short of a Big Mac. That is so sweet.
Oh, me, that was so funny that day. She couldn't even hardly lift her head up in there.
I could not get out of there fast enough.
She said, I'll never do. And actually, honestly, tonight before we went on here, I said, I'm just going to ask them what they want me to do, and I'll do that.
No. I said, no, you won't. You will not.
I'll even go down to the just a little Hitler mustache.
Lane and Emily love Avengers movies. They watch them on Family Play on our TV. Probably cuts out half the movie. I don't know. But they wanted him to do...
Iron Man's.
Look like Tony Stark or something.
I'm trying to find.
All right, so I'm going to start with the hair.
Hold on, I'm trying.
Okay, you got to switch chairs.
Okay.
They can look it up. Green Dream said he's already seen. He saw it, so they can find it. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I think I did post it here a little back. Whose was that on, Green Dream? Who's somebody put out a post asking for your craziest selfie you've ever taken, and that was mine. Don't cut the beard.
So I've been cutting Lane and Ben's hair for several years now because, for one, Lane has like enough hair for like 3 people. But
yeah, it was Morgan. That's right.
So it just saves us money. So YouTube taught me to cut hair. All right, you know I'm blind, so you have to help me see the comments.
So I was deciding I'm going to trim it one way or the other. We've already actually trimmed it a few times.
Yeah. The last time I cut his hair, I took the buzzers and like shaved down here and like I like it square. He likes men's beards that look like this. This is what he thinks. Yeah.
No. It was shaved pretty short on the side and then just like long.
He loves that. I like.
There was one guy that we met and talked to at the HOA. That dude had a sharp looking beard.
I'm not going to criticize any person's beard. I'm just saying my idea of nice is I like it like this and like wax looking, like sleek. And that's not his. He, like when Ben fixes
or a ponytail.
This is Ben's routine. This is him in the mirror. Puff, puff, puff.
Stop talking that.
I'm like,
that ain't even funny.
No.
Shave his head.
the head. Oh, no.
I've done that before.
Yeah, like 2 days after our wedding.
Blind wife cuts husband's hair.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't take your glasses off.
That's a great idea.
Do I use beard oils?
Hold
Yeah.
these.
No. Yes, I've got beard oils, but I don't.
Not very often.
That
though.
lotions.
Not near very
Shave
often.
it all. And I have done that. Emily almost cried one time because
She
I've had a beard, not usually this long, but I usually kept it manicured pretty good. And I went from a manicured beard to slick shaving. Sometimes I'll just go back there and would go crazy, and shaved it all off. I think I even shaved my head with a razor, and come out and Emily was crying.
All right. Y'all want a haircutting lesson? I just buzz up the back.
Are you teaching them?
Yeah.
Or do I need to turn sideways?
Nah. This isn't a very technical lesson. Just buzz up the back. This is a number 3. You can look at the screen.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Okay. Why not always do that every time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And if it's your
thank you.
husband, oh, thank you. If it's your husband or son, you can just grab their head and move it in which way you want. Now, if it's someone not in your immediate family, you might want to be gentler, but them, you don't have to be.
And gentler on the ears.
Yeah.
That?
No.
Oh, sorry.
You just read comments. They get really nervous when I'm right beside their ears.
Ow!
Quit. You're lying.
No, your fingernail.
I ain't got no fingernails. I'm a gardener.
Grow it like Todd. Yeah, Todd has got a really, really nice looking beard. He's a handsome man.
He always tells me who has nice beards.
They do. It's not okay, Patty.
What?
She says it's okay to be rough with family.
Yeah, for sure.
She'll tell you quit whining.
Yeah, I'm like, go pay for it somewhere then.
Dave says cut out a VW on the back of the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I just go up in a semi-even line. Doesn't even have to be that even.
Yeah, there is a beard crush. There is such a thing.
Who said that?
Jen.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a crush, I guess. I say it's more like jealousy. Sorry, I coveted. I coveted over some man's beard.
Yeah, it's strange.
Well, I mean, when somebody can grow
Then,
it nice.
okay, here's second tip. If it's your husband or son, you don't even have to warm the water.
Oh, yeah, you do. Sorry, I've been over and they can see how
Someone
thin
else, you might want to get warm water though.
Did you put ice in that?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. And it's cold already tonight.
Y'all know my personality by now is like we're cranking stuff out. So warming water takes too long.
Yeah, and sharpening your tools takes too long too sometimes.
All right.
It's the price you got to pay
Then,
for free.
How I do the top is with scissors because it blends a lot better if I buzz the sides and do this. So,
Because you can't leave it like that, right? Look.
No. So if you want it short, you just do like this finger laying on his head is guiding me. If I want it longer, I put 2 fingers there to guide me, or 3 if I want it longer. So that's my guide. But I always do 1.
Can you make more hair grow up there?
And then I just do that all over the top of his head. Can you see the comments? Because I can't see them.
Yeah, Patty's asking what I did to you today. for you getting back at
Oh,
me.
this is every day.
Yeah, this is normal.
Yeah.
Y'all see the sweet side of her on the actual edited videos.
I am sweet. I'm just like, let's move along.
She may be
Who
getting me
needs
back.
more water?
She may be getting me back for tickling her the other day.
Or snoring. How long we want to go with it?
Somebody said when I was young, my dad cut or shaved his beard, and Mom said I was a stranger danger, and wouldn't talk to him for 3 days.
Aw. Poor Dad.
Yes,
What?
I totally agree. Hey, I actually cut her hair.
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next live idea, I cut your hair.
I've actually trusted you.
Yeah. We're tightwads, I guess, sometimes.
Yeah, we're very cheap.
But, I mean, this right here is $20.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much they charge to do the beard.
And Ben likes, as soon as he gets his haircut and all that, he likes a shower. He don't like hair on him. So this way he's at home. He can go take a shower. We're cutting hair.
Nobody's commenting on the beard. Well, someone was saying keep it. Keep it all. Somebody's asking how your mom's doing.
She's doing really good. Lots better. Do any of y'all on here cut your own hay? That's what we're about to gear up to do. So I bet you are too if you do.
A lot more work than hair.
Yeah. That's the next huge thing on our agenda.
There's an Arkansas person that's saying cut it short.
Yeah.
Shave the beard. See?
It's
Trim the beard.
It's fixing to be very
Keep
humid
the beard.
times.
Yeah, but I've had it for over a year now. That is trimmed a few times.
Yeah.
Shave the beard.
How many of y'all, okay, this is a totally different subject. My mind just goes all over the place. How many of y'all, if the HOA happens in person this year, are going to go? Because I think everything else has been canceled.
The shindig.
Everything.
I know.
I saw the Hoot Nanny today was canceled.
Really?
It was in like July or something.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, you pulling hair.
Someone said do a goatee.
Used to have that.
Yeah, you did. We will be there. Flip Flop Barnyard. I loved your picture of all your kids. I don't know how old that was because I sometimes see things out of order. But
Emily keeps saying.
This might be the last look I have at your beard.
Emily keeps saying do the Tony Stark.
I know. I really want the Tony Stark.
I'm missing people.
Okay.
Leave the beard. It looks
We're
good.
going. Oh, Covers Corner said they're going for the first time.
Little Mountain Life.
They're going.
Where'd you get your cape?
Sally's. It was like $2.
Patty's
Who
home.
else going? Tell me, because I can't see that far.
Where is HOA? It's in Front Royal, Virginia.
Yes.
There's a lot of them saying wait until next year's shindig.
Oh, good. I don't know if that's going to happen. We haven't even discussed it, but
It's a long time for discussion.
okay. If you're following along for this
I don't
haircut,
think we would.
what?
Cut the mustache. Do the Amish.
If you're following along for a haircut tutorial, I'm glad you're still here, and I'm sorry because this is a terrible tutorial. So I just did what I
Look
showed
how
you.
thin it is.
I just showed you what I did with my fingers all over, and then I run this through here, and if anything just sticks up like really far, that means you missed that part.
Well, you're not going to do those one scissors, are you?
No, I mainly do those to Lane, the thinning scissors.
I thought you used them to blend or something.
Sometimes, but it's pretty good. Okay.
Oh, wrong side. That camera messes with you.
All right, and then I trim the ears. This is where they get really nervous because I take these trimmers, hold them sideways. Don't jerk being funny and make me actually really touch you.
I'm not. Don't worry. I want my ear. Yeah, I'm holding my breath.
And that is a free 90 free haircut.
And you got to keep the ears.
Yep.
She has cut them before. That's why I'm
Not much.
Nick face is a little rough. There's more hair back there than there is on the head. Tickler now.
All right, I'm getting the broom. And we're going to do that beard.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, will you find me the broom?
Yeah, I seen your beard the other day, and it Mac, a little more gray in it than mine, though. I guess that's wisdom, right? Knowledge, wisdom. What brand of clippers? I could just call them horse clippers. Hold on. She went outside. I don't know where she put them. What brand?
Who else said they're going to HOA?
We got off HOA.
Oh, we got off of it. Okay.
No.
What?
Somebody said waxing tutorial.
Oh, yes, that'd be exciting.
Oh, you all sat down here?
No.
What brand is your clippers?
Let me look. I think they were just, I buy most stuff cheap, so I'm going to say they weren't very expensive. But they've lasted several years. Let me find them.
Is there any hair under my feet that you this week?
They're just that WAHL wall, which I'm pretty sure is not super high quality. Hold on, brooms.
Go ahead and say it. Chinese.
Yeah, don't say that.
We're not from China?
Maybe.
Let me hold that up.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the nice thing about having tile floors. Keep holding it up.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they work, that's right. Y'all don't think the HOA is going to happen?
I'm doubtful. I hope it does, though.
Friendly mutton chops. What is a mutton chop? Do you know?
Like pork chops.
The pork chops?
Yeah. Oh, no. I got to
I
draw
mean,
one.
they would be thick right there, wouldn't they? Now that camera messes with you.
Okay, are we ready to get started? Okay.
So,
I'm going to say,
so just a goatee?
no. I'm going to say a just good trim.
What about just the pork chop?
No. I can't do that again. I have bad memories of that. Okay, so let's start
just a little bit.
just a little bit. Okay, I got this 8. We'll
I
start
don't
there.
see the. I haven't seen the majority. I've seen both.
Of what? Trim it?
Yeah.
Keep it?
Friendly mutton chops or mutton chops with the mustache.
That's funny.
I did say a big old. Is it called a Fu Manchu where you do the mustache? And
I'd clip the sides thinner, not so rounded all over.
not so. Okay.
Make it sleeker in its line.
There you go.
I like the sleek. Okay, there's no going back after this. Okay? No going back. I hope you'll at least give this live a thumbs up for Ben losing his
Trim off this.
beard.
Trim off.
No going back.
No, stop. Stop. Just quit for now.
I can't.
Take it off. They're chanting. Braid it. Emily done tried, or
Yeah, we
Andrew done
tried.
tried
I
to braid it.
it.
About an inch off.
Oh, we went more than an inch, Bubba.
Did we?
You're mangy now. We gotta fix it.
No. Yeah, Green Dream Project wants it slick shaven.
Wow.
They commented that a couple times on Facebook. What number guard you got?
8. We're going shorter though.
Are we?
Yeah.
You don't like it that long? I thought you was going to sleep. Why'd you start with the chin?
Oh, I'm going all over.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't have a plan.
For real?
No, I didn't really. I thought we were just cutting until we wanted to stop.
Baby smooth. Time to lose the winter coat. For real? Hey, what's the earlobe?
I can't tell
I want to keep that.
where your face begins. All right, we're going shorter.
Oh, that looks pretty nice.
No.
What do you think? Stay right there. Oh, already looks better.
Okay. This is the 6.
Yeah, see, that length looks good.
This is the 6.
I gotta cut yours next. Oh man, that's getting. A 6 is short. What if we did like? Are we sure about this?
It's happening.
But I don't know.
We're live on YouTube. We have to finish. Or we can go half and half.
Airball.
Okay, quit. Girl, turn it off.
Airball.
Okay, you want some water?
Mm-hmm. My
Okay.
face is red
Go
now.
grab you something. Hold on. Hold on, I'll go get it. You left. Go down to a 2 or a no guard. Whoa. Yes, it will grow back.
Alright, that's no better.
Okay. Okay, we're going shorter than a 6.
What'd they say? No guard.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Damn, I sucked it in. Shorter on the sides. Leave the chins.
We're going to a 3.
On where?
Everywhere.
On the sides first. See if you can make it look.
Honey, I've got you all different lengths all over.
Why?
Yeah.
I think you want to go all the way off with it, ain't you?
This will blend up into your hair because that's what I used on the short. This way.
I'm watching you.
I gotta see you. This is gonna be bad.
Yeah, don't y'all. That's getting too short, honey. I'm on sunburn.
Okay, you ready?
You fading it in?
Fading it in?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just buzzing.
I think I'm about to cry.
You're not either.
You're gonna miss it. What are you doing up by my eyeballs? See my eyelashes?
Yeah. Okay. What do y'all think of this side? I think it looks better. Okay, now for this side.
I think if you're doing it that short, you need to do the top that short.
That is the short length of the top.
Is it?
Mhm.
No, I mean the top.
I think the barber gets to make all the decisions, right?
Mm-mm.
No?
No, the hair person, whatever I am, gets to choose what he wants.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. Don't you, when you go to a barbershop, don't they say, how do you like that?
How's that?
Mm. You got like one little handle there?
Okay. Okay, here's the last of it.
You could leave that right in the middle.
No way. Lean back for a sec.
Now let's see. Another hairball.
All right, you'll have to trim it up yourself.
Yeah, you're missing long one down there. Can you see? Wow.
Does it feel lighter? Are you sad?
Yeah, rest in peace, beard.
So dramatic.
I mean, that'd be like me cutting your hair off to your shoulder length.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
No. I don't.
Huh?
No.
Give me them clippers. Oh, Garth Brooks. I wish I could sing like you.
Wow.
There.
And you had his paycheck.
I'm just taking a quarter of his paycheck.
I love Garth Brooks though.
Oh, I got a mess, don't I?
Yeah.
Or you do. Oh, you're the barber.
Yeah, I'm the barber. All right, what do y'all think? I think it's better.
No, I'm gonna have to go shower. No, hair bothered my nose.
Takes years off of you.
Yep. Y'all think she should sit down here? I think they're wanting you to sit down here and
I'm not scared.
me to get about right there.
I'm not even in the camera.
No. Let me get this chair. Wow. I'm trying to
If you
look
do
at it.
decide to cut your family's hair, find you a slick, cheap jacket. It keeps the hair off of you. It's a lot better than
Yes,
you getting covered in hair.
Everybody's saying your turn. Oh, Lane's next.
Saying what? My turn?
Yeah.
All right.
You just take that hair about right there and cut it short.
I had the mom bob for a long, long time. And when I finally said, I'm going to grow my hair out, the kids almost cried. They were little. Aw, a tip for the barber. That's sweet.
Oh, let's see. Can y'all, it's hard to do the camera.
Y'all are going to help us buy a hay mower.
That is
was-
Andrea and Emily right there.
Yep, I was probably like not even 30 there. But when I told them, like I said, when I told them I was going to grow it out, they about cried. They don't like change. And so now if I say I'm going to cut it, they don't want me to.
Now, if I say they're going back to regular school, they don't want to.
No, they about cry. For Ben's next haircut, a hay mower.
Yes.
Probably going to have to be.
Yeah. I can tell you, I promise you, I am sick and tired of working on that old piece of junk I got.
Yeah. Last year, if y'all watched our videos for a while, we spent most of hay season working on our mower or baler.
Or baler.
Mainly mower. And so
And they are
we've been trying
expensive
to
fix.
scrimp and save and everything to buy. We're not even buying a new one, more than likely.
What?
Probably just a used one, a better used one.
Well, it depends if we go with a disc mower or if
Yeah.
we go with a disc bind. I've been looking at a disc bind. It just it dries the hay out so much faster.
No, Nancy's Fancies, they went to public school until 2nd and 4th grade, and then we just took the plunge and pulled them out and tried it. Ben was kind of against homeschooling at that time, but it has turned out wonderful. Now he wouldn't let them go back. He jokes with them about going back, but he wouldn't even let them.
It worked as a good threat for a long time.
Yeah, but we've loved it. It's been great for our family. I don't ever want to come across judgmental like I think everyone should and has to do it, because I know it's not for everybody. And it kind of consumes your life, but it's definitely been a blessing for us.
Yeah. Little Mountain Life. Since you are here on this live tonight, I will give you a little sneak peek advice, or not advice, information.
Glimpse.
Huh?
Yes.
Information on them.
Insider information.
We candled them today.
Yes.
We are very, very pleased.
Yes, we are. That will be coming Monday. The next generation of the Quacken from Morgan Gold at Goldshaw Farm. We're really excited.
Really, really excited. Disc bind is the way to go. Speeds up baling time. That is what I've been. Oh man, you would not believe. I almost. I got pretty bummed this week. I actually been looking for a disc bind of a certain one that would interchange with the mower that I have right now on blades and parts like that. And I actually found one. And me and Andrea talked about it, and she said, well, if we ever find one where somebody's retired or selling out or something like that, selling it for a good reason, not because it's wore out, we probably need to buy one. I found one. I come home at lunch, told her about it, told the guy we was going to come over that afternoon when I got home from work. He called me about 30, 45 minutes later. He sold it. I was so bummed. And it was a really good deal, too.
It was what we could afford.
Yep.
And it was a good one, but we'll find another one. Grandpa's farm is they're hatching ducklings too.
Oh, really?
That's cool. We do not have ducks right now. We had ducks. We've tried about everything at one time or another.
When do we have ducks?
But way before YouTube. We just tried, I remember here across the driveway in the dog pen thing, and they smelled so horrible.
Those two? I thought. Yeah.
We got them at the BB sale.
Baby sale?
Yeah.
Did they fly off?
I can't remember. I think they did.
I think
we raised them in a pen for a while and then let them out on the pond, and I think they flew off. But
yeah, I think they was flying mallards.
the huge egg is still up in the air. The goose egg. But I will say this: we have we're about to be in the duck and goose business, aren't we?
And y'all are just blessing us so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do what you say.
I said we're about to be in the duck and goose business.
Yes, yes, I'm so excited.
So we're not only getting, hopefully, those eggs to hatch, but we're also going to get some ducks and a pair of geese. One pair, right?
Yep, one pair.
From Murray McMurray.
Yep.
And I think they are supposed to be here pretty soon. We're also going to raise turkeys for Murray McMurray, but we're not going to get those until, we're hoping like August, because if we start them in August here, they'll be ready about Thanksgiving time or a little before. So we're trying to time that just right and maybe raise a batch to make a little bit of money off of.
You don't know anything about that.
Brenda, you ordered a Berkey the 1st of April.
I thought you looked and said that was out.
They've got a lot on back order. When all this has went down,
everybody started taking it serious.
Everyone, just like the seeds and the hatching eggs and toilet paper, they ordered Berkeys. So I bet I would contact them if I were you, and you probably have, but I bet they're like on back order.
Nancy, you're hatching baby quail. We have actually got pheasants hatching right now that the parents come from Reap What You Sow. And we've actually had quite a few hatch.
Yes. Those pheasants have been fun. For a long time, they're out there in our barn, and I kept hearing this weird sound, and I think a piglet was hurt. Till one day they did it right in front of me, and it was the pheasants. They make the craziest sound. It's like a screaming.
Yeah, somebody asked what kind of geese. We're getting the white Chinese geese.
Yeah. Oh, Grandy's garden. Allison just got her Berkey. I love mine so much. I always wanted one, and it's been so very worth it. Hey, Deep South Homestead.
Hey, guys.
I'm loving what I'm seeing in y'all's cabin. I'm sure y'all are loving it.
Thank y'all for the present the other day.
Grandma Rose said, thanks for the pheasant feathers.
We've got more.
They have some beautiful feathers.
Yes, they do.
I did around the 3rd week of April, and they still had my order. So maybe, did you take it like they're working on it, Brenda? I hope so. I hope they get it to you soon. But like I said, I think they have been swamped.
Oh, Mallory has a cool comment there that just is cool to me. They just moved from Arkansas to Nevada last year. I've actually got a little piece of ground that I inherited, just like everything else. South of Reno. What was that? Silver Springs?
I think so.
I think it's Silver Springs, Nevada. It's south of Reno.
Ben's grandpa just lived like a poor man. You would think he was poor.
You would have felt sorry for him.
Yes, you would have felt very sorry for him by what he drove, how he dressed. But he was very smart at business, and he took his money and invested in land. And it was he wouldn't buy expensive land. It was just wherever he could find cheap land.
He said God always said, or God made the promise wasn't making no more or something like that.
That he wasn't making any more land or
Yep.
something. That's what he always said. But so he just bought that random piece of land in
How do
Nevada.
you change the filters on the Berkey?
How often do you have to change
Oh,
them?
how often? We have well water.
I mean, it's a lot, like thousands of gallons.
But on well water?
I don't know about on well water, but I would look it up because it's not that often. It's not as often as you think. And I think I read it all when I got mine, and I don't think it specified if you have well water, change it more often. It just said like, I want to say like 3,000 gallons, but the more black filters you have in there, the less often you have to change it. So I only have 2. It has a space for 4, but it works fine with 2. So that's what I do.
That's going to take some getting used to. I ain't got it there to play with no more. That's one thing that bugged her about it. I would sit there and just play with it.
Deep South said, "You're welcome. Everything's still alive."
Yes.
Everything at y'all's place looks awesome. I cannot believe. I was just telling Ben how far ahead of us y'all are on gardening. It's crazy. But by going there last year, I mean, we drove like straight south to get there. Y'all are just 7 hours south. So it makes sense that everything, they've got corn on the stalks.
Mm-hmm.
We've got corn like this.
Chicks are sold out till October. I know it. Everything to do with chicks is sold out. Crazy, crazy.
Okay, so saying that, I have been seeing though, if you follow Murray McMurray on like Facebook and Instagram, that they will have, I guess they're like flash sales, and I don't know if it's like something that like someone all of a sudden canceled their order or what the deal is.
I think a lot of that is they got a better hatch rate than they.
If you don't follow them because I think you can probably find you some. I saw Cornish crosses yesterday. They said if you order in the next hour or whatever, we have this much available. So I think you can find some if you watch.
I don't know how the calf is.
The calf with the swollen jaw, it's going down, thankfully.
The jaw.
The jaw.
Not the calf.
No, the calf's not going down. I'm sorry. The jaw is going down. It did there. We had some comments on that video. People were afraid that was like an abscess that I didn't like cut or pop, but it was just swelling. It wasn't like.
I actually think he got bit by a snake.
Yeah, it wasn't anything to pop, if that makes sense. And I don't want to be too gross and gross y'all out. Stuff with animals does not gross me out at all. I can do anything to a cow. I can do anything to, goats, dogs, cats, sheep. Him, no, he's out.
I'll put my scuba gear on, maybe.
But now, if a person's hurt, I cannot help them. Like, even our kids. Like, Lane has cut himself really bad before. He's freaking out. I freak out with him. I can't hold it together.
Rustic Traditions. They have 75 chicks available and can't find any buyers.
Wow.
Wow.
Y'all hit them up if you want some chickens. Are they laying chickens?
Are they chicks?
Meat
no, they're chicks.
Are they laying breed or like meat chicks?
Man, we've had people stopping by left and right.
Yeah.
We ended up, that's another reason we got the chickens from out in front of the house so quick. There was people stopping all the time wanting to buy one.
Yeah. Lots of people are looking for chickens that have never done chickens before. So, people are asking where you're from, Rustic Traditions. So if you don't mind, you might want to put that out there or tell them an email how they can contact you.
Oh, I love scuba diving. It's been now probably 3 years, but
they're layer mixes and they're in Florida. So yeah, you love diving.
Mm-hmm.
Ben has actually scuba dived or scuba dove or whatever you call it.
Went
diving all over the world.
Well, I went to Belize. Oh my, if you've never experienced it, you cannot picture in your head because people had told me about it before I'd ever went, and we've dove around the lakes around here and everything. I actually went diving one time in Destin, or Fort Walton Beach area.
You liked it too. It
was all right, but I ought to be perfectly honest with you. When we dove, we jumped out of the boat and couldn't see the bottom till you got about 30 foot from the bottom, and I was thinking Jaws the whole time.
Yeah, I
going
can't
down
do it. I just stay on land and just cheer them on.
But in Belize, we was in 110 foot of water, and you could see the sand on the bottom. It was beautiful.
Nancy's Fancies. This is totally off the diving subject, but do you think there will be a food shortage? Yes, I do, because I'm already seeing it. I have had to keep going to the store and everything all throughout this because of my mom and dad, because they don't need to be out, and so anything they've needed, I've went to try to keep them from going, and I'm thankful they've let me. But just even this week, things are starting to get back to normal. There's just like no meat in the stores.
No, I did not dive the blue hole. That would have been cool. I'm still not 100% sure about sharks.
And even before, I'm totally on a different subject.
Let's go ahead.
I'm sorry.
We're talking diving.
But
here.
even before this, I think the food shortages were already showing themselves. I mean, there was already shortages of canned vegetables and things like that.
Well, they're on the meat birds. That's one awesome thing. I know there's a lot of people that say the Cornish crosses, they're freak birds or whatever. They are kind of weird. I will give you that. But they will give you meat, good tasting meat in 8 weeks. And if you're needing some quick food for the freezer or whatever, Cornish cross is the way to go. On the next line item on that, I would always recommend pigs. We love our pigs. Sorry, we do not have any for sale right now, but in 8 months, you will have a lot of pork ready to go in the freezer.
And our first pigs we got, we did not get what we wanted. We couldn't be picky on what we got just to get into meat. So you may have to buy what you're not wanting for your forever homestead pigs first, just to get you some meat. Or same with the cow, or same with chickens. Just you might have to go with just whatever you can get and start growing stuff.
But y'all are talking about the meat shortage. They're saying they're already limiting. I don't know about in every state, but around here, 2 packages of a certain kind of meat.
They are at Walmart in town.
They said it at Kroger, and somebody said something about one of the fast food chains is having trouble getting their beef.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, Flip Flop Barnyard. So they just got a mutt boar and 2 sows plus some feeders. That's what I'm saying. Just get what you can get to raise right now. You can work on your long-term plans when it comes the opportunity. And Nancy's Fancy said they don't eat pig meat. Is it a long process to dress out Cornish cross? It's really not for us, but we've had experience at it. So
we spent the money on
we spent money on a plucker. But also, even if you just want to skin a chicken and gut it, for lack of a better word, you'll get faster. It's not that time consuming.
Wendy's is actually yelling, "Where's the beef?"
Yeah, it's Wendy's that's short on.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know somebody's saying can't get freezers. I know Jess and them was looking for a freezer.
Yeah.
Luckily, like I said, we've been doing this, and I know there's others out there, just like Danny and Wanda, and others out there that has been preparing, not say prepping, but just living this lifestyle for so long. Well, we've got our setup already, I guess you'd say. So
But one area we're moving towards is what we've been talking about in the past week is we wished at this point we're prepared for us, but we weren't prepared for all those around us. So that is the direction. That's what I'm looking for. That's the direction we're moving in the next year, is to start raising more to sell to those around us that want to buy it, because they're not coming here wanting us to give it to them, but people are coming to us wanting to buy stuff.
I was wondering how far he's going with that on raising pigs for other people.
Yeah, just that we were wanting to
checking on fridges and freezers.
We just want to be able to, if that's the direction we want to go, we want to be prepared. But like with one sow, by the time we sell to a few friends and family members, we've sold them all. And mostly we sell our calves to a sale barn. So we're talking more of keeping our own calves and raising them out for meat and having 2 sows going. So we've just got an abundance of meat all the time for all those who want to buy some.
Yeah, Flip Flop says butchers usually book for 2 to 3 months, called and it's booked till January. Ours is the same way.
Yeah.
We've always called 8 months from the day they was born. We'll try to book them around 8 months out from that day, and called to get them booked. And they was booked till March of next year.
Yeah.
So we actually had to find another butcher to do it. And
okay, so Flip Flop Barnyard, I know y'all are in another state, but if we sell meat, like if we sell a whole or half hog or a whole or half or quarter of a beef, and we sell it as a custom, meaning basically it's their animal and they're getting it processed. It does not have to be inspected here in Arkansas. So I don't know how y'all's is. The only way we have to have it inspected is if we're going to sell it by the pound.
And then you just pay the butcher shop you take it to, or a processing plant. They've got to be a USDA inspected processing plant, and then you can sell it by the pound as long as it's stamped USDA inspected. But it costs more per pound to do that. It
costs like 20-something cents more per pound for us, so it's not that much. It's more on their end, and they have to be certified to do it. Someone asked, could they buy one from us and us ship it to them? Could we order a cow? I'd pay and either pick it up or have it shipped. We would love for you to. The only thing is we're not going to have any ready until probably early next year. So check back with us. Email us closer to that time, because we're talking about raising all these calves we're having now. We're talking about keeping them and raising them, instead of what we've been doing is at about 6 months old, when it's time to wean them, we take them to the sale barn, which is a auction, and we sell them to buyers that then go raise them. So we're talking about raising them ourselves.
And would y'all be interested in buying by the package and shipped in freezer boxes or whatever?
That's what we're gonna have to figure out, is are people interested more in whole and half and quarter of animals, or like a roast and a couple packages of hamburger or whatever, you know? So they said they don't have to be inspected, but they can't pay me to butcher for them. Yeah. Has to be done at a licensed butcher. We have a walk-in cooler and everything to do it. But the laws won't allow it.
I want a walk-in cooler or a walk-in freezer.
They can pay $40 and sell cuts. That's good. They're saying yes.
Someone says I'll just drive down. I want a 4th of a cow.
Allison's going to drive down and pick it up. She's in New York. Well, we're looking at how it would be to ship, like how, because we have a local place not too far from us that's what they do. And then obviously like Butcher Box and places like that, but that's more of a company. That's not a like small family farm. So we're trying to figure out how much might that cost to ship.
Flip Flop Barnyard, is what you're calling a cooler, is it like a refrigerator cooler, or is it, how cold does it get, I guess?
Is it for hanging your animals, like for you to butcher?
Or does it freeze, like you can store frozen meat in there for, does it get down to 0 degrees?
Someone just dropped Patriot Seeds Organic Seed Vault on my doorstep. Awesome.
Wow.
I'm in Virginia, and I'd come pick it up if you couldn't ship. Wow, that's awesome. It stays 34 degrees. It can't freeze.
Yeah. See, I want one that'll keep it all frozen solid.
You're wanting a freezer to like store packaged meat that's frozen.
Already processed, already inspected.
Right.
Already boxed up.
What y'all have is what we'd like to have in the future if we ever start processing ourselves, like a cool room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched some videos on those.
We'd love to have that too.
How can I tell if the beehive's without a queen? First thing you look for is eggs, brood, cap brood, larva. Also, you can kind of tell sometimes the way the hive's acting. Is your hive going downhill? What a lot of people are facing right now, they're gonna think their queen is or their hive is queenless and want to requeen it real quick. I've been there, done that. But if it's gone through the process, your hive is split, half of them's left, and they swarm. Queen went with them. Now you've got a new virgin queen. I don't know if your queen was marked, but virgin queens are very hard to find. They almost look identical to a worker bee. So
Thank you, Flip Flop Barnyard.
it's just so much harder to find them. And then it takes, after they've hatched, it takes 7, 14 days, whatever, to mate, start laying eggs, and for you to actually know, oh, I've got a new queen in here. So it all depends, I guess you'd say. There's different scenarios. My dad had bees for 40 years ago.
Well, do you want to say goodnight?
Good night. All right, we really appreciate y'all coming
I don't
along.
want to keep y'all all night, but hey, Doris, hey, farmer. I love your comments on YouTube. You're a cattle farmer at heart, I can tell.
Where's that? Oh.
I know y'all through the comments. Sometimes lately I've been getting the kids to help me with commenting, and I miss seeing y'all's comments all the time. We're kind of switching up on what we do, and I do them some, they do them some. We're kind of trading up the editing just to keep everybody fresh and going. But I do miss y'all.
Rustic, I think it said Rustic Traditions. If you keep swarm traps out and they've got 40 hives, they're going to swarm. I stay on top of mine and mine still swarms. So sometimes when the hive's made up its mind it's going to swarm, you're not going to stop it. So that's just nature. Just have you some good swarm traps out there and be patient.
Thank y'all for coming and hanging out with us. It's been fun. Ben will get this the rest of the way trimmed up. He looks handsome. We had fun with y'all. It was a fun Friday night. So we will see all of you later. Now, if we can figure out how to turn this off,
And
that's always a problem.
Thank all y'all for the super chats.
Yes.
That's such a blessing.
Yes. Y'all are such a blessing to us every day. And we'll see you next week on the YouTube.
Love y'all.